Hey folks, what's your welcome back to another Poemass video, and today let's talk about Morty Mismagius. Mismagius? Miss, you know, the Fantasia Pokemon. Anyways, so first of all, I would like to repeat how disappointed I am at the fact that they had two chances. They had two chances to give Morty Gengar, which is the bulk of his team. They had two chances to give Morty Gengar, and they didn't give him Gengar. First they gave him Drifblim, then they gave him Mismagius. Which, again, I do understand. I mean, it's a Gen 2. It's the only the evolution of the only Gen 2 Ghost Pokemon. I think it's the only Ghost type Pokemon in Gen 2, right? But, like, come on. He has a team full of Gengars. What are you doing? But anyways, that aside, let's actually talk about the real stuff here. So, Morty Mismagius, so it is basically a potion bot, right? It's a potion defense bot that has some, like, flinches, confusion. Like, it's, like, a lot of really great defensive things. Right, even though like at the moment defensive supports aren't like super in, but in legendary arenas they're still really nice. And if you want to challenge yourself to make your life harder, you could pick up HP parameters in master mode, and defensive supports are still nice there as well, right? Sometimes. So yeah, Morty, there's a lot of things that you could do with this thing, right? Although it does have like a slight issue, like a lot of the good nodes on it is like this guy's grid is very expensive, which is slightly sad, because like if you want like potion MP refresh, you have to come all the way down here, right? We got all the way down here to pick up potion MP refresh, and then Master goes all the way up there, and then you have to go through like either the move gauge refreshes, which are very expensive, or go through first aid and healthy healing, which is better passes, but also very expensive, which leaves you with like nothing to really come down and pick up the Astonish stuff, right? The Astonish aggravation. So if you want to like go for the potion master, you have to like give up on those and pick a move gauge refresh, and then have to drop the speed plus 10. Then you can do that. Which then again, you are losing first aid 4, losing healthy healing, which does diminish your ability as a tank yourself, which you could honestly be a really solid tank, because you do have the defenses, you have the defensive buffs, right? And then you have, okay, the HP is not like the greatest, but yeah, you could do something like this. But then again, it's just because like the big thing over here is Master Healer and Potion MP Refresh. Like almost in every build you would want these two. It just really depends on if you're running him more as a tank yourself, whereas you'd pick up first aid 4 and healthy healing, or do you want to pick up the aggravation on Astonish, which then you can't really pick this up, right? But let's just keep going with first aid, healthy healing thing. If you don't want to pick anything else up, you could come over here, pick up quick cure if you are facing stages that could flinch, trap, confuse you. All confusion is not that big of a deal, mainly flinch and trap, right? Or if you want to like toughen up, which I don't really care, honestly. Like you already have your training that buffs your defenses. It's just it's way too far. Like again, this grid is so expensive, you can't reach it. You can't reach it. The MP refresh on your trainer move to max out your defenses. So in the end, you probably can you reach? You could reach move gauge refresh on Astonish, which is nice, I guess. So you could do something like this, maybe, right? Pick up the potion stuff, first aid, healthy healing, potion MP refresh, move gauge refresh on Astonish. It's just a pure defensive, tank bot, potion bot, right? Or again, you could do what we did earlier with Astonish, aggravation. This is like an aggravation build. So these are basically things that you could do. You could also do synchro healing if you want. If you're running it in like Battle Villa, right? And you're out of potions and you just want to heal your team, you go like synchro healing, and you could heal up your team a bit, I guess. Right, something like that. But anyways, yeah, those are the main two that you want to build on Mismagius. Obviously you can't really do any damage at all, because like he only has like a 1 gauge Astonish move. So there's no secret Mismagius damage build, right? Unfortunately. So anyways, in terms of lucky skills, right, you go vigilance, so you don't get crit, which is nice, right? Especially if you're trying to tank with Mismagius, running the tank comp or tank build, right? What else you could do? Defense crush, you could do that. If you're running it with physical units, you could do fast track, maybe, I guess. But yeah, it's mainly just vigilance, right? If not vigilance, then maybe like defense crush, I guess. But yeah, nothing else too fancy, unfortunately, for Mismagius. So moving on to some team comps, you could run him in a lot of team comps, honestly, right? You could run him like in this comp, where you know, you're a good tank. You know, running like a sand comp with like Raihan, Acerola, so you get like double flinch or double astonish flinch over here, on top of you know, giving Raihan defenses, so Raihan could max out Tough Cookie over here, give more damage, right? In this case, maybe you want to go for an MP refresh on ICU instead of going for like the MP refresh on Potion, maybe. Or since you do have like Master Yellow on, maybe you want to go for the MP refresh on Potion. All right, something like that. Then do you have enough to come down for the yeah, you do have enough for the aggravation. Yeah, something like this, I guess, could be pretty funny for it with Raihan. But you could also run it with just units that could use flinch, right? Whether it be blue Pidgeot with Harry 5, I think it was Harry 5 or Harry 3, something like that. If there's like if you meet the master mode parameter or champion state parameter where it doubles the effects of like secondary effects, right? Or powers up them, they say, but it's doubled. You can run like a full like 100% flinch comp with like Acerola with aggravation, Morty with aggravation, and I don't know, something else, you know, that has, it gives you like 100% like Evoltal with like double flinch there with like Harry. You do something like that where you take 0 damage and you just beat the 1.5k master mode stage, right? Just keep them like perma flinched. You can definitely do that, right? So yeah, there are definitely some ways that you could run these. But yeah, it's just mainly a defense potion unit. I mean, just whatever stage that you need something defensive, you could throw that thing in there, take some hits, heal up some units, right? Give some defensive buffs, flinch someone once in a while, right? It's just a tank. Really easy to fit in a lot of teams. If you really need a tank, throw them in. Although generally, I mean, I personally would still prefer Skyline Swanna, just because first of all it has 6 REX, which supports 6 REX are great, and also gives some attack buffs here and there, but also speed, which is very, very important. But yeah, Morty's still nice as well. I mean, confuse, flinch, you know, you could, again, you could build some team with like multiple flinchers, and then it's going to be very, very hard for the opponent to attack you, which is fun. So anyways, that's me with this one, I guess. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Like if you guys videos, my channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. Again, I am slightly sad Morty didn't get Gengar. I want to mention this again. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be annoying, but man, oh well. It is what it is. Hopefully he gets Gengar with like another alt or something.